Hello people, this is Eric Cobra.
And Rana Naraja.
And World War One.
And this is...
here.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I also want to be here.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, my dear. In any case, and this is Let's Play Lone Wolf Blind, and we have now moved on to the Magna Kai series, which is the middle of the epic of Lone Wolf. So, the story so far. You are Kai Master Lone Wolf, last of the Kail Lords of Summerlund, and the sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your warrior kinsmen during a bitter war with your age-old enemies, the Dark Lords of Helgedad. So they're obviously more than the two you killed. 3 years have passed since your triumph over the Dark Lord Håkon at the Tomb of the Majan, and for the northern realm of Summerlund, these have been 3 years of peace and prosperity. Since Håkon's defeat, the power of the Dark Lords has waned. Rumors abound that a civil war rages in Helgedad, as the lesser Dark Lords fight for power and dominion over the city. However, it is widely held belief in Summerlund that your discovery of the lost Sumlending treasure, the Book of the Magna Kai, is the real reason for their power struggle. The Book of the Magna Kai is legendary in Summerlund. With the wisdom of the Magna Kai, Sun Eagle, the first Kai Grandmaster, instilled the disciplines into the warriors of Summerlund that were to protect your land from devastation at the hands of the Dark Lords. The Book of the Magna Kai was lost hundreds of years ago, but its wisdom was kept alive, handed down through generations of Kai, so that they too could share the strength to resist their eternal enemies. Which also explains why Lone Wolf could not train anybody to be a Kai, because, well, he was never fully educated in it.
And now he has the book.
Yep.
So I assume he has spent the last 3 years studying it so he can start training someone.
3 years reading a book.
Hey, if it grants you access to more power, I would feel free to read something like that. And by the way, and it's taken me until now, apparently, to figure out that the Lone Kai is sort of like the Dunedain, you know, sort of like Aragorn, destroyed kingdom from the north, blah, 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 blah.
Well, it is a common trope.
Well, at least the Lone Kai, as I sort of call him, at least he has more powers than just, I have healing, I can heal people with herbs.
Yeah, but you can also do that. And you can move shit with your mind. And,
yeah, okay.
And since we complete all the books, I should probably tell you to the viewers out there, that also means we got the last of the disciplines from the book, which now means we can kill people with mind bullets.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
No, we have that too. Can move shit around with our mind.
We got everything. So in any
That's
case,
also telekinesis, Kyle.
we're full of telekinesis! Yay! In any case, when you discovered the Book of the Magna Kai, you gave a solemn pledge to restore the Kai to their former glory, and so ensure the security of your land in the years to come. You returned to your homeland and, in the seclusion of your monastery in the hills, set about the study of the Magna Kai disciplines. It was an exacting task, a trial of physical strength and mental fortitude. The seasons came and went, but you were unaware of the passage of time, lost in your quest for the knowledge and the skills of your warrior kin. Oh god, Lone Wolf has become a basement dweller. He just went, hey guys, I got this totally cool book here, and then he went into a basement and no one saw him for 3 years.
Well, then it all depends on what the result is when he comes out again.
Let's read on and find out.
Maybe they have forgotten he was there.
Hey guys, I forgot my keys! Can you let me out?
3 years later, Lone Wolf emerged and found out he had been declared legally dead.
Yep.
No, actually, 3 years of determined study passed, revealing the secrets of 3 of the Magna Kai disciplines. So I guess he had an average rate of discovering 1 per year.
Okay, that is some intense studying if that is just 1 discipline per year.
Yeah. However, the others cannot be learned by study alone.
So they require field practice.
And in order to fulfill your pledge to restore the Kai, you must complete the quest first made by Sun Eagle over 1,000 years ago. When he had finally completed his quest, he recorded all his experiences in the Book of the Magna Kai. But the script has faded with the passing years, and now few words remain to guide you. Oh, so the book is defective.
Great.
Well, copy what there is in the pages, but yeah, maybe.
I guess you did to learn those 3 skills, and, well, let's see what you have to do. Seek and find the lore stones of Vereda, for this alone holds the power and the wisdom. Are the few words you can still decipher of the Grandmaster's Chronicle. Ah, you're looking for a MacGuffin or two. Although the verse is brief, you're not without hope, for you recognize the name Vereda. It is one of the oldest cities of Magnemund, lying in the Stornlands beyond the Moken Gorge, far to the south of Sommerlund. You realize that you must set out upon the quest without delay, for the worn Helgedat will not last indefinitely, and the Dark Lord swore long ago to conquer your country and destroy your people. As soon as the civil strife is resolved, the victorious lords of evil will turn on Sommerlund and summon the creatures of the Dark Realm to thwart your quest. You must therefore act quickly and with secrecy, for your life and the future of Sommerlund depend on your success.
No pressure or anything.
And so, guided by the words of your ancient mentor, and with the shadow of the Dark Lords ever present, you set out on the quest for the Lore Stone of Vereda, unaware of the wonders and the horrors that await you in the Stornlands. Thus begins Lone Wolf, the Kingdoms of Terror.
Oh dear.
Oh, and to you viewers out there, you might note that there's no longer a preposterous amount of pop-ups and stuff here. That's because I managed to eradicate the Dark Lord influence from my computer.
Huh. Exorcism?
Yay!
Actually, I'm not kidding. There was a program that had installed itself deep in my computer. And I not only had to delete it from my computer, I also had to delete it from my internet, and then install a program that did what I can only describe as digital chemotherapy to remove the last of it, in a procedure that risked lobotomizing my computer if I weren't careful. But no more pop-ups, so that was worth it.
You are quite the risk taker, you know that?
Yeah, but it's either that or be haunted by ads and pop-ups for the rest of eternity.
Anyways, do we get some abilities we can choose from?
Yep. You get Magna Disciplines, and you get 3. And each of them is an upgrade of one of your previous abilities.
Oh.
Hold on.
Do we get to choose one or do we get all 3?
You get to choose.
Okay.
So,
Let's hear them.
okay, so first you have Weapon Mastery. I guess you can get what that is an upgrade from. It means you may add 3 when you use a weapon, no, you may add 3 to your combat skill when using any of 3 weapons of your choice. That is, you choose 3 weapon types, and as long as you use a weapon of that type, you get +3 to combat skill.
How about we take that and choose sword and spear?
Let's
Because,
hear
you
the
know,
others first.
Because, you know, we're using a sword and spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just in case we take that ability at one point.
It's a good idea. Plus, you learn to use 1 extra weapon for every book you complete.
Oh.
Of course, it also means it does mean that if you pick it up in the next book, you get 4 weapons at the start. So it's not like you lose anything from not taking it now.
So I created a page for, we have the Kai skills, and now I have a starting for the Magna Kai skills, and it was Weapon Master skill, and it said in the description what?
No, we haven't
picked
decided
it.
yet, but that's possibly one we'll take. But let's just figure out.
Oh, okay, I see.
You're just getting the options. Then you have Animal Control. It allows you to communicate with most animals and to determine their purpose and intentions. Also makes you really rad at fighting from a saddle.
Hey.
Huh.
Then there's Curing. That's an upgrade to your healing ability that not only allows you to, well, regenerate as you're already doing, but it also allows you to cure yourself of... it allows you to cure diseases, blindness, and combat wounds that others have sustained. And it also allows you to identify the properties of herbs, roots, and potions you encounter.
That sounds very useful.
Then there's Invisibility.
Ha ha ha! Nice.
It's more like an extreme form of camouflage. It allows you to melt into your surroundings even in the most exposed terrain. And it allows you to control your body heat and scent to the point where it can't be noticed.
Okay.
Nice.
Then there's Hunt Mastery. It's basically hunting, except you now know how to hunt in places that doesn't sustain much food, like wastelands and deserts.
Well, that would be useful.
Yeah, a lot of these are very useful.
Yep. Also, your training in hunting will give you a great speed and dexterity, and allow you to act with great speed if you were ambushed, so you don't lose combat skill. Then there's pathmanships, and let me see, that not only allows you to track, it's an upgrading of the tracking, but also allowed you to read foreign language, decipher symbols, read footprints and tracks even if they have been disturbed, and detect the presence of most traps. You also know where north is all the time.
With all these skills, this Kail Lord, if you will, is turning into an ARC, an advanced recon commando.
How many was it we could choose? 1?
3.
3.
Okay,
In
then
that case,
we're not done yet. There's more to choose from. Then there's Psi Surge. It's basically the Psi Blast you have now, but you can also choose to enhance it so you get 4 extra points of combat skill instead of 2. Though this process does strain you to the point that you actually start losing life if you use it.
Oh dear.
But it can give you the extra edge you need if you're up against a powerful enemy. It gives you +4 combat skill, but you lose -2 endurance every round you have it up, and you can't use it if you get down to 6 endurance, because then you're just too weak. Then there's Psi Screen, that not only protects you from psychic attacks, but also increases your defenses against supernatural illusions and hypnosis. Then there's Nexus, that allows you to control your body to the point that you can withstand extremes of heat and cold without losing endurance points. Oh, and to move items by your power of concentrations alone. It's an upgrade to your telekinesis. And then there's the upgrade to your Sixth Sense, Divination. Reveal imminent or unseen dangers, detect invisible or hidden enemies, reveal true purposes or intents of strangers or strange objects. And it can also allow you to communicate telepathically with people or creatures that are psychic. So, you may choose 3.
Okay, how about we choose one each? I would like to choose curing.
Well, that sounds fair enough. So, curing it is.
Well, I second curing, to be quite honest.
Well,
So,
then
yeah.
You have to choose one of your own.
Ah, okay. I was just thinking about voting for it or something like that. But yeah. But in any case, I would.
Do you have any objections to curing?
Nah, not really. Not any
Yeah.
objections. Okay, give an ear next.
Do you object to my choice?
nope, not at all.
Right,
Good.
then Rana, you may upgrade healing, or regenerating, or whatever it was called, to curing.
Let me see. Curing.
And you may then add, you not only heal every time you make a choice, but you may also heal disease, blindness, and the wounds of others. Alright, and Givenir, do you want to make your choice now?
I think the upgrade to tracking would actually be good, you know, revealing traps and so on.
Pathmanship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the other hand, the upgrade to a Sixth Sense is also one I like, so I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I can ask Rana while you think about it.
Ah, good idea. You do that.